Alright, I'm Jilly. Taller sent me. Do you know her? That so-called genius girl who owns this channel. Well, turns out you're welcome to her channel. Blah blah blah.
Let's see, and what else?
Yeah, this is labels placed on youths that apply to adults as well. Part 2. Wow, that girl knows nothing about naming videos. Does she? You can check out labels placed on youths that apply to adults as well. Part 1. The link is down there in the description box. Oh, yes, like and subscribe or whatever. I don't care. And if you happen to hear chickens in the background, we couldn't get any actual people for our live studio audience, so. Anyway, label number 3 is
youths are immoral.
Ooh la la.
Yes, one of their examples that they are picking is all these girls that used to carry sugar daddy. I'm not saying these girls are not carrying sugar daddy. However, for you to be a sugar daddy, you need to be a certain age. You need to have a certain level of pot belly. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a certain size of car. And you cannot be a youth and apply for sugar daddy ship. No, you have to be a certain age. You have to have a certain number of gray hairs on your head before you become a sugar daddy. It's so easy for us to say, these children are immoral. You'll be sleeping with someone else's husband. It's the husband that made the promise to his wife that will not sleep with anybody. And see, if your husband is sleeping with a sugar girl, it is him you should fight. He's the immoral one. The sugar girl is immoral too, but like, my point is there are some immoral people in the world, and it's not just youths. I know to some extent, yeah, I admit youths are more vocal about sexual things. Sure, it doesn't mean that the adults don't have their own in their corner. Just because I don't talk about something doesn't mean I don't do it. So why am I using I? Just because people don't talk about things doesn't mean they don't do it to yeah, looking. It's the heart that God sees, it's not the physical things. Because another reason why they believe that we youths are immoral is because of dressing. Because we believe that if this girl shows her shoulder, she is immoral. My own is they are not immoral just because they show. Because you can see someone that is wearing iro and buba, we not carry gown on top, we not carry bed sheet, wipe the and we wiping the floor like this, and we carry cap and turban and scarf and tie everything, and we doing bang bang bang. The thing is, adults are led to believe that like police officers, like secondary school students, like the army, like the doctors, criminals, and generally bad people have their own uniform. So they go to meetings and they are like,
okay, today we're dyeing our hair. We are going to sand. We are going to carry laptop and carry big car. Alright, we're going to do our dreads. Okay, if you do not wear your dreads today, you are going back home. We have to dress that way so that people outside will notice us. We want people outside to see us as criminals, so we have to dress in our uniform. Well, you cannot come into meeting dressed like a good person. You should come dressed as a criminal, my friend.
That doesn't happen.
Meow meow nigga.
Sure, we don't listen to correction. However, that doesn't mean you listen to correction either. I mean, from number one, you are not supposed to correct adults. I do believe there is a Nigerian culture that says we should not correct adults. So at this point in time, despite the answers that just went on and everything, I know adults and I have met several adults that believe that most, if not all youths, still do yahoo yahoo. Like, we literally staged a nationwide protest to tell you we are not doing yahoo yahoo. Yet, till now, you don't believe. Yes, you are the ones that don't listen. I can't count how many times I will advise my parents about one thing or the other, and they won't listen to me. They're like, 𝘍𝘆, 𝘍𝘆, it does not work like that, blah blah, so on and so forth. And then their friend comes and says exactly the things I said in probably, I don't know, old people's words, and they will say, Otoni, that's very true. And I'm sitting there like, I just told you to do that. Next point, youths are not smart. The recently ended SARS corporation, which is filled with adults, right? What we want to say is that these people that believe that yahoo yahoo people have uniforms are the smart ones. Really? Our leaders, Nigerian leaders that make decisions that turn your brain upside down, those ones are the ones that are smart. Those people, adults, I am very sure, that claim that is snake and monkey that is swallowing our money, those are the smart ones. They tell lies that lack creativity. I don't even need to start mentioning all the adults that have lied in history, that their lies have literally made history. The reason why adults tend to believe that, oh, youth are not smart, is based on this experience that they have gotten, which I'm not trying to disregard. No, I do believe the experience that adults have gained over the years is actually very important, it's very useful, very helpful. There are so many things that due to their experience they are able to solve and counter and so on and so forth. Okay, sure. However, it doesn't mean just because there is nothing new under the sun doesn't mean the world is exactly the same. The world has changed, and right now there are several things that the youth of these days are just going to be better at. The problem is adults expect us to have like 30 years of experience, expect us to act like, behave as if we have 30 years of experience, and if we end up not doing that, we are done. I'm 20 something years old, where am I going to find the 30 years of experience? They believe that everything is so simple, and so since we cannot do it, that means we are dumb. If everything is so simple, then that means all adults should be like super smart now. So why is it that one auntie or one grandma is still going to look at me, my child, come and help me withdraw money? It's supposed to be very easy, isn't it? Plus, adults make mistakes too. Yes, they forget where they put things. They burn food too. It's just that when they do it, we cannot say, you burnt food, because it will be summer. So they will act as, oh, I burnt food. Or even worse, when they make mistake, they will now point it back at you. Let us go and meet our leaders who, with all of their smartness, have been able to bring Nigeria out of poverty. It's one of these same adults that claim that if you feed poor people, they will turn around and get violent and start destroying everything in the world. That is a smart guy. Yeah. Just recently, I found out that in Nigeria, we import most of our paper. I'm not totally sure how true that is, but if it is true, why is it that our smart leaders have not yet, I don't know, built a paper mill or 2 or 20? How can we be importing paper, and yet these people that are doing textbook will be doing edition every other day, and we're importing the paper that we're using? Paper. Then there are some that will tell me that after studying for 4 years in the university, slaving away and sweating, go and learn a skill. Instead of them to create job opportunities and employment opportunity, no, go and learn a skill, go and learn tailoring, and go and be fighting with thousands of tailors that already exist in Nigeria for customers are not even enough for them. The next point, youths cheat a lot. Young people cheat a lot in life. They cheat on their partners, in academics they cheat, in their work they cheat. I haven't seen one manual worker like carpenter, bricklayers, photographers, plumbers, and so on and so forth that does not cheat. Like, I have not met an honest worker, basically an honest manual worker. And I'm not talking about this youth, because most of the plumbers who come to our house, they're all adults, they're all old people. All of them, the plumbers are old people, the carpenters are old people, but not one of them has been honest. It's either they will tell you, oh, it's so price, and you find out that it's a lot cheaper. Lying, cheating, stealing, using inferior products, taking your money and not coming to work at all. All of those ones, they do it like that from top to bottom. And I know this because my parents don't stick to just one worker. They go all around. Oh, do you know this one? Do you know this one? Why? Because all of them cheat you. Like, I don't know, maybe it's the state I'm in. I live in those states, but I have not seen one that is honest. They will cheat you in one way or the other. There was this man that was supposed to help my parents repair their freezer. So they gave him a certain amount of money, I don't know, not 60,000 naira, to buy a compressor for a big freezer. And this guy bought a compressor for a small freezer. I don't know how to explain to you how bad that is. They gave him money to buy something for them, right? And then he bought a smaller one, a cheaper one, a more inferior one, and put it into our freezer. And brought it and was like, oh, I'll repair it for you. And then, it was working for some time. And then later I'll find like, it's not working. Then we took it to another guy. So we took the freezer to another guy, and then he told us, this is not the right compressor for this freezer, and we had to go and meet the guy. I can't remember what he said, but he found a way to adultify away his problem. Basically, he just shouted, and our money have go like that. But yet it's the youth that cheat. Don't make me forget. Teachers that help students to cheat in WAEC and JAMB. I do believe that if you help someone to cheat, you are also a cheat. Or is that not how they do it? These teachers, especially is it not GCE? Yes, the teachers that you will go and meet and you pay them a certain amount of money for the answers for your exam. No, everybody always looks at the students. Oh, these students are cheating. Oh, they cheated their exam and everything. Nobody wonders where they get the answers for this exam. What happened to the teachers that were supposed to be watching them? And let us not forget our politicians that come up with PowerPoint presentations to cheat in elections, vote buying, ballot snatching. I don't know, that it is when they want to cheat in elections that they will do their calculations and calcularies and everything. So we have established the fact that adults cheat, youths cheat, babies cheat. Well, babies don't cheat, they are babies. All humans cheat.
Hello, young children. My name is 𝗂𝘆ć𝗂𝘁𝗵𝘀, but you can just call me Granny Hannah. As you can see, you have come to the end of this video. That child who owns this channel asked me to thank you for watching to the end. Also, I want you to like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. To my good and obedient children who have subscribed, thank you, my loves. Did you agree with all the points made in the video? Comment your thoughts. In case you're wondering, videos on this channel would get posted bi-weekly from now on. My little girl has a lot to do, and it turns out making amazing videos takes time. 2 weeks worth of time. So, please bear with her. See you in the next video.